get in trouble.
Good morning, Dawn. Good
Good
morning,
morning.
Bitterroot Valley. Dawn, what do you have going on at the chamber?
I have a lot going on.
I know
Uh,
you wanted me to talk first, and so I
I
decided I would just put you right on the spot right away.
yeah, yep, you're in trouble, and also I'm multitasking. Um,
Well, multitask that event on the reel right now because we've got to get the
yes.
first guest.
Well,
Um,
let's change it though. Let's talk about some things that Jody has going on.
Jody
Um,
has things going. Jody always has things going on. She is so
yes.
busy.
Yes, she does. And so we're going to talk about those first. I see. I'm already a bungle nest. Jody is not here for the
Jody's
back
not.
end here, so
You are running the front and the back
I
office,
am.
the front office, probably making coffee and taking care of all
Well,
the volunteers at the chamber.
yeah, it's tea though, because it's
Oh,
the
is it tea?
coffee's early
Planning,
in the morning, tea's in the late
planning
afternoon.
Brew Fest.
Yeah, doing it all.
You're doing it
But
all.
we have a bunch of stuff going on. Jody is at a conference right now. So that's why I am multitasking, but we do have lots of stuff. So tomorrow we have North Valley Connections, that Peaceful River Retreat and Event Center. April 9th, we have a few events. We have the Tourism and Focus Luncheon, and that's I put that down there, but let me get this new QR code. Go to that QR code to sign up for that. We
Okay.
like to have, I think she said today is the sign up because we got to get lunch numbers. So that's the tourism and focus luncheon, and we have a business after hours on the 9th. The business after hours is 4 to 9. I mean, not 4 to 9. See, 4 to 6 at First Security. And then after that, we have an ribbon cutting on April 16th with Corwin Galleries because they just got a new owner. I don't know if you know that, but they did. And
Okay.
then we have our Better Together candidate night. Let me show that one. That one is April 22nd at 5:30 to 7:30 at the Ravalli County Fairgrounds Event Center. So,
So yes, you do have a lot of things going on now. North Valley, do you have to sign up for that or just show up?
nope, you can just show up, and it's at 5 o'clock on April 8th at the Peaceful River Retreat and Event Center. I don't have the address off the top of my head,
What
but if
town
you
is
go
that in?
it's in Stevensville. It's on like
Okay.
Stevensville River Road or something like that.
Okay. And
Um,
then the luncheon, I know you want people to sign up today by clicking on that QR code. And then the ribbon cutting, that's First Security Bank in Hamilton or Corvallis?
Hamilton. Yep.
Okay.
And then you can park across of First Street. They have like a secondary parking lot there. That's where they want everybody to park for that business
Yeah, and
after.
when you park there, check out the Bell McCall cars for sale because they always
Yeah.
have cars in that lot.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
and then the last one you said there's business, excuse me, it was April 16th. What was that one?
It was a ribbon cutting with
Oh, that's
Corwin
right,
Gallery.
ribbon cutting.
Yeah.
And that one's in Hamilton as well.
Yep, at Corwin Galleries on First Street or on Main Street here. They
And
have a brand
then
new owner.
and then Better Together, do you have to sign up for that or just show up?
Just show up 5:30 at the Valley Fairground at the fairgrounds.
Okay, that's the Farmers State Bank Center.
Yes. Yep.
Okay,
The one
perfect.
that we had the debate over what to call it 2 shows
Okay.
ago. But I just
Okay,
want you
good.
to know, for you, Dominic, that we did miss you last week. I was by myself, and I was trying to see. I actually wore this. I don't know if you saw the show, but I was coming prepared for Easter because I thought you were actually going to come as the Easter Bunny. So I was trying to match your vibe last week. But
Well, those ears look great on you, and I'm glad you managed the show. Hannah and I took a little trip together, and so I missed around the route, but I was on an airplane, and I don't know how I would have been able to zoom in
no,
for the meeting. The thing I was going to say though is, who is our first guest?
Yes, we actually have a new sponsor this month, and so I'm going to actually bring two people up together. But we'll be talking about two different things. So first, we're going to bring up Grace. You all know Grace; she's been here before. And we're going to bring up Elise. And both of these amazing women are part of the Bitterroot Chamber of Commerce Ag Committee. Ladies, why don't you tell us about the Ag Committee? And Elise, I think you're muted. You might have to unmute yourself if you want to talk. Yeah, tell us about the Ag Committee and just anything you want the public to know.
Elise, do you want to talk about the committee and I can talk about events?
Yeah. So the Ag and Local Food Committee is a subcommittee of the Chamber of Commerce, and we meet once a month, usually the third Tuesday of the month, from 4 to 5 p.m. And really, we're trying to build a space to support our producers here in the county, how to get producers more public-facing marketing and involvement in our community, so our community can support our producers in what they are for local foods. I know that there's a goal for, is it 30 by 30? So like 30% or 33% of our local food from Montana by 2033. And for us, Valley County is so connected to our local food. And so this is a great space for producers, ranchers, farmers, even if you have a farm stand and you have a little farm with veggies and some eggs, like we want you to be a part of our committee because we want to know how we can better support you and how we can get more of our community buying from these people. And Grace can talk about the events.
Well, before Grace gets on and talks about that, how do people connect with you if they want to be involved in this subcommittee? What's the best phone number?
Thanks, Dominic. Yeah, so I would say call the Chamber of Commerce. Jody and Dawn are there, and Jody sits as a vice chair as well. There's 5 of us vice chairs, so it's Grace and I, Kirsten from Wark, and Gretchen, who is Frost Top, and Rachel, who works for Valley Irrigation. And so we all work together as vice chairs to put together these meetings. And so you can email any of us, or you can email Jody or call the chamber to get more information about our meetings or how you can get more involved. Right now we're having meetings. I think our next one is going to be just a full agenda meeting, which will be this April. And then what we are doing is having the next one, so whatever is in May, will be a networking. So just getting drinks somewhere in the valley to get together and talk about a certain topic, or just to get to know each other a little bit more. So it's a comfortable space. And then our third one is our committees that we have, because we put on events. We also do social media, so we can like highlight different producers throughout the month. So we're trying to just create a more of a structure so people can get more involved and feel that they can provide their input on how we can better support them.
Okay, now have you reached out to the local farmers markets to see if any of their vendors want to be a part of your group?
That's a great question. I think we have. And when Kirsten and Jody first started this a couple of years ago, they really did a great job collaborating with a lot of the local food organizations here in Valley County to get contacts.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, sounds like you got some great stuff going on there. And Grace, you're going to tell us about the events.
Yeah.
Can I add something? Sorry, real quick.
Please.
Oh my gosh.
I know. I have to interrupt sometimes. No, I just wanted to add that you don't have to be a chamber member. I really want to stress that. You don't have to be a chamber member at all to be part of our ag committee. So it's completely open to the public. Yeah.
Okay, well, that was very good to add. So I will allow that interruption.
Thank you.
You get one per show.
Okay.
So, like Elise
interrupted Grace, but Grace was going to tell us about her events.
Like Elise was saying, one of the things that our committee does is we put on events, and these events are tailored towards consumer education. We also have some events we're planning that are for producers, but currently, and our past events have been tailored for people who live in the Bitterroot on how to connect with their local producers. And so we've got 2 events we're planning right now that are Know Your Farmer dinners. We had one of these dinners last year at Double K, and we had 4 producers who had their products highlighted in the meals or catered the flowers for the event. And it's a ticketed event. So this year in June, we are planning to have this Know Your Farmer dinner at Double K Ranch in Darby. This is going to be a family-friendly event where people can connect with local farmers and learn how to buy local food and produce. And we also have a late summer event that will be a little higher end. And currently we're planning that to be in September in Stevensville.
So the April one, do you need to buy tickets?
Oh, I'm sorry. It's in June. I'm sorry.
Give us the location in Darby where that will be at, where that will be held.
So right now, this event that will be in June will be at Double K Ranch in Darby. I don't know their address off the top of my head, but it's going to be at their farm stand and barn. The local food committee will have more information probably closer to May about when people can buy tickets, but those tickets will be on the chamber website.
Okay, well, that sounds great. And the September event, I really hope you can come. You should come back for the June one, and then definitely come back for the September one. And thank you so much for sponsoring Around the Root.
Yes.
We'll see everybody next week.
Yes.
Well, Elise has
Thank
one more
you.
thing to talk about. We wanted to get this out there too. That's this month. Go
Mhm.
ahead. Tell us real quick about the Land and Legacy.
Yes, so the Land and Legacy event is through the Bitterroot Land Trust, which is where I work. And through the Bitterroot Land Trust, we have a grant with American Farmland Trust to support succession planning and land transfer in the Bitterroot Valley with farmers and ranchers. And so we have been putting on this 3-part series, an educational series to kind of help our community get more information about succession planning. And so this is going to be an event called Land and Legacy Land Networking Mixer at Victor Station, April 30th, Thursday from 5 to 7. It's sponsored by Montana Farmers Union, and it's also thanks to the local food and ag committee. The first drinks are courtesy of that committee. And so it's going to be a space where people of all generations for producers can come together and share knowledge and mingle and get to know each other. There's going to be a small educational programming from Montana Farmers Union about having difficult conversations that we hope to have just bring together a wide range of people who are really passionate about seeing the Bitterroot Valley stay in ag and seeing our land and our valley stay in ag. And whether that's family succession or you're looking for someone to lease your land, we hope to kind of create a networking space for you to talk about those topics. A lot of resources will be at this event just mingling themselves, and they'll have resources for you at a table. So such as like Grace from Reseda will be there, Kimberly from Extension, and even some experts who have been part of our series, such as Wade Weber and other attorneys that we're hoping to bring there to just have a conversation and mingle, get to know each other, share knowledge of what went well and what didn't for the past 50 years that people have been on their lands. And we hope to put on more of these in the next coming years, but it's just kickstarting our next and last session of this educational series to keep people working hands on working land.
Yeah.
Well, that sounds like a really interesting event, and I'm sure you're going to get a lot of traction, and all these events will be successful, and your subcommittee will do great. And Grace, your halo is blinding us.
I know. I can move like this, and he can be blinded even more.
Your name is Grace, and the halo is blinding this morning.
Yeah.
Well, I really appreciate you coming on the show today and giving us all this information. And again, thank you for sponsoring Around the Root.
Yes,
And
thank you
if
so much for having us.
If they
You're
want to
welcome.
know any more about the Bitterroot Land Trust events that are going on, just scan that QR code. And I think before we did have the ag website too. So if you need to, but scan those QR codes to learn more. And thank you again, Grace and Elise, for joining us. I'm gonna bring you down here, and then we are gonna kind of come into Hamilton with the Bitterroot Public Library.
Good morning. I lost you guys.
Hi, can you see us now? You're back though. Can you hear us?
Hang on one second.
She was having problems this morning hearing me. Dominic, talk and see if she can hear you.
What do you want
I
me to
can't hear
say?
you.
Can you hear
Good morning,
Dominic?
Heather. Heather, are you there?
Okay.
I can't hear you guys, but I'll go ahead and talk. Thank you. Thanks for having us on today. I really appreciate it. I'm really excited to talk about the pop-up spring book sale, and it's sponsored by the Friends of the Library for the Bitterroot Public Library, and we're having it this Saturday. I wish I could hear you guys. I hope you can hear me. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Good.
Yep.
Okay, great. It's this Saturday, April 11th, and it's from 10 until 3. And we're continuing a legacy since the group started 50 years ago in 1986. And the spring, we have both a spring and a fall book sale. And it's just getting books in the hands of the community. And we feel just very blessed to have the community donate books for the book sale. And we have good quality books for both adults, youth, and children. And we're just so excited to have the community participate, from the fact that the sale always has been possible because of community donations and community members. It's like we said, we're marking our 50th year of doing this, and we just really appreciate how the community has come together to bring books, good quality used books, to the library so that we can have this sale twice a year.
Awesome. Can you hear us yet?
I wish I could hear you guys.
Well, everything
so I could answer questions and maybe add a little bit more to the conversation.
Well, let me put something in the chat here and see if she can see the chat.
Gosh, this is horrible.
Yeah,
I think it's her phone, because she couldn't. I mean, at first it was only me that she couldn't hear. So that's why I told her just to go. You're doing good.
I wanted to sound more. I wanted to be able to answer questions and give you guys more information. I guess I'll just keep talking. This also marks our 50th year as a little free library also. And those are located in the city parks and also around the community. And we're just grateful that you guys can be there and support this sale. Again, it's this Saturday from 10 until 3, and 100% of the proceeds benefit for supporting the local libraries. And it's also part of the downtown cultural crawl this Saturday as well. I wish I could hear you. Oh.
We're good. All right. Thank you so much. Maybe we should hold up a sign. We'll say bye. Shoot. So sometimes we have issues, and that's what makes it live and unfiltered.
Right.
But
the library does such a great job. That's my childhood library. That's the library I grew up in here in Hamilton, and we've seen a lot of changes over the years, but they just continue to provide excellent service. And that book sale is so much fun. You can get a lot of really good books there at a great price. And, you know, the Bitterroot Public Library, they not only do they do those free little libraries, they do all the libraries at Sapphire Lutheran Homes, which we really appreciate too. They have so many good volunteers that are just all about literature. And as you know, I love reading and writing, and we need books to do that.
I think you and I very much enjoy reading and writing. So,
Yes.
Yeah.
Who is our next guest?
So next we're bringing up Mona, everybody's favorite massage therapist. She's got some interesting stuff, class going on, I believe. Mona, are you there? Can she hear us?
She's
Okay.
muted.
Yeah. I can't unmute her.
Mona, you're
Mona.
muted. There you are. Okay. Good morning.
Okay, I can't hear you either.
Oh,
So
boy.
I'm just going to go ahead and roll with it, and I'll try to log in from my computer here in a quick second. But I just want to say thank you so much for welcoming me to the conversation today. I started researching information about blue zones and what it's like to, live in those areas as a means of being able to help people feel better. So, for those of you that don't know, I am Mona Quinteri. I'm owner of Alora Massage and Spa here in Hamilton, and award-winning spa for massage as well as spa services. We focus on holistic health and wellness, and I see so many people that are struggling, with fascial tension and muscle, movement issues. And I spend a lot of time referring out to other practitioners in our community and partnering with other practitioners in terms of helping people reach their goals. So, taking a couple of those thoughts and concepts and then pulling them together to create an educational seminar series that we're launching April 18th from 1 to 4. It's going to be held at the St. Mary Women's Health Clinic. It's not an event just for women, though. We have a seating capacity limit of 50. There will be several speakers at this first part of our educational series. I am going to be hosting and emceeing an event with Deanna Hobby from St. Mary Women's Health, and she will be talking about women's health, hormone replacement, allopathic care, and then integrating that with a holistic health plan of how to integrate holistic care as well as allopathic care. We
Okay.
also have Lindsay Argoda, who is a nutritionist and very, very knowledgeable and helping to educate people about how the food pyramid, now that it's upside down, what do we really know about our nutrition and how to be able to help support ourselves as well when we're going through hormone imbalances or muscle imbalances. And so you can start to see how this is integrating from mind and body, and then we start getting into movement, and that is going to include Justin Zimmerman, an award-winning personal trainer. She's going to be talking about getting your body moving and how to do it in a safe way. And if you know Justin, she is just a little spitfire of a gal, and she just is a very motivational person. And then I have also invited Amanda Lassiter. She's a pelvic health physical therapist. And, did you know that your longevity is tied to your core health? And so it's really an important aspect of when I've started studying these blue zones, the limber stature of the elderly population that lives into centenarian, decades. It's really impressive to see when you can tie in allopathic care, holistic care, and integrate things like physical science and nutrition. And then that's where I'm going to come in as well as a body, practitioner. I focus on the fascial connections, and fascia is a connective tissue that, it holds and stores emotional energy. It creates, can create nerve pattern issues, and then as your fascia becomes more cement-like, it can really affect your ability to move. And so, as a practitioner, I want to talk about that. As well as a phototherapy technology that is incredible that helps to elevate your own natural GHK-Cu levels, which are directly related to stem cell development. And so this is the first of a series, and it's called Holistically You, April 18th from 1 to 4, and seats are going fast. And so if you want to know more about that, you could just get in touch with me here at the spa, My number is 406-291-0456. Or if you want to give me a call directly, my number is 406-880-8388. I'll be happy to answer any questions that you have, and welcome you to this opportunity. Our next one is going to be in July, and I've already lined up some incredible speakers for that one as well. So look for this
That is
moving
wonderful.
forward.
Mona, can you hear us now, or you're still?
No.
You must not be able to hear us.
Unfortunately,
no.
I can't hear.
Okay.
Okay.
Really
Well, we'll say.
Yeah. Thanks for coming on the show. And
Let's see if I can get anything in the here.
Okay. Well, we heard you.
Unfortunately, I'm not able to hear anything, so I'm just gonna let you take it over, Dawn.
Okay.
And
Sounds
Dominic. Thank you so much for having me on.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thanks. And so for those of you who want to sign up right now, that QR code above Dominic's head, you can sign up to go to that Holistically You through that QR code.
Yeah, and I'm glad Mona came on the show because I'm looking for a new massage therapist.
Yeah, she's great. She's amazing.
The massage therapist I had to leave because she just rubbed me the wrong way.
I knew it was going. I knew it. I'm excited. Okay, that was a good one. All right. I love these jokes.
Next? I hope they can hear us.
Last episode. I didn't get to laugh as much as I do when you're here. All right, next we're bringing up Erin. Erin, you've been on the show before, so you know how it goes. You hear us. I think it might be the ones that are on their phone when they join.
Okay.
You're having a hard
Okay, well, I
time.
can definitely hear you, so
Awesome.
it seemed to go smoothly, even though she couldn't hear you.
I know, it was great. They both did really great. That's what's fun about live is it's raw and unfiltered, and you get to see us struggle. So yeah,
That's right.
Raw and unfiltered. I like it.
Speaking
like
of
life.
raw and unfiltered, we have an event tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, we have one for that. If we want to talk about that, you want to talk about it first, Erin?
Oh, she's going to talk about Senior Connect.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'll talk about Senior Connect, and we are a program, Senior Connect, the program that I am, I guess, is partnering with Sapphire to put on this event, Aging Well, which we've been doing for the last couple of months. And Dominic is going to tell you all about that because he is just, public speaker extraordinaire. So take it away.
So yes, thank you, Erin. Our Aging Well series tomorrow is going to feature, now I'm going to get the company right, Caring Transitions. And Stephanie Sullivan is going to come and she is going to teach us how to declutter, downsize, and prepare to move. Caring Transition is an extremely interesting company because not only will they pack and move you, they will also sell all the junk that you don't want anymore. They have a really neat auction site, and so people can go on and bid on your items. And as you downsize, you can actually recover some of the money that you spent to purchase those things because people buy stuff all the time. And so it's kind of an interesting thing. And so if you are planning on moving, definitely come to this. If you want to just learn how to downsize and declutter, it would also be a really good presentation to attend. Now, I have seen Stephanie's declutter program, and it's hysterical because what she did was she brought a whole bunch of her husband's clothing, and she told us how she downsized him. Now, I'm not really sure how much say he had in the matter, but it was a very calculated and deliberate process that she followed to get rid of like 3/4 of his clothing. So if you're looking for a way to downsize and declutter, come to Sapphire Lutheran Homes tomorrow at 1:30. We're at 501 North 10th Street. We're under construction, so you need to come in the east entrance. Just follow the signs, and we will be in our main dining room. This is a free event. If you need to call us, it's 406-363-2800. But we would just really like to invite everyone to come to the event.
Yes. Awesome.
I'm excited about that event. Maybe I can bring the clothes in my closet and she can go through them and downsize my stuff.
You really should. Now, I have an interesting way of downsizing, and it is called fatting out of a shirt. So expand in size and stature. Your shirts don't fit anymore. And so you have to cross this bridge where you're like, this shirt is never going to fit again. I got to donate it to the thrift store. So that's my method of downsizing, is because I'm upsizing, forcing the downsize. So come learn, downsize, declutter, free event tomorrow at Sapphire.
Yeah, I think it's going to be great. And can I talk a little bit about Senior Connect?
Oh, please.
Yes.
So Senior Connect is a program that we are running. It's, I guess I'm employed by St. John's United out of Billings, but really what I'm doing is working with older adults and family caregivers to connect them to resources in this area, so River Valley and Missoula counties. And it's been an amazing journey. I get to work with incredible people who are, it's hard to find resources sometimes, especially if you're in the middle of a crisis and you're needing to figure out what your next step is now. And so navigating that world can be overwhelming. And I know that for myself, when I get into that state of being overwhelmed, I just kind of freeze. That's my, I guess, fight or flight or freeze. So I have the opportunity to meet with people who are in that state and help them find what their next step is and give them options. And whether that's assisted living or skilled nursing or in-home health. So there's so many resources out there for older adults. I mean, and we were talking about Council on Aging earlier, Dawn. That is, I think, one of the best resources. And so I direct a lot of people to them. But yeah, sometimes, it's just nice to have someone go along with you on the journey. And so I do that with a lot of older adults who are feeling like they're just a little alone.
Yeah.
And we appreciate the work that you do. So please reach out to Erin if you are in need of these services, because she will connect you to the right places.
Yep. And my number is on the little ticker there. You can just call up and we'll do a little assessment and help get you connected to the resources that are going to help. So it's been great.
Well, wonderful. Thank you for being on the show, and we'll see everybody tomorrow at Sapphire.
Thank you so much for having me. Bye, guys.
Bye. So, Dawn, I do have a poem.
Good. Yes. I missed the Easter poem from last.
So this is called Pedal Power, as in PEDAL, power. As we all gathered for our brown bag lunch meeting, against the window I noticed it was sleeting. I walked to the wall and cranked up the thermostat. I addressed the group. I wonder where Russ is at. For the noon lunch meeting, Russ was slightly delayed. He got a flat tire coming down a steep grade. He had a flat tire because he had to swerve. A car came too close as it came around the curve. With a flat, he was already in a muddle when the very next car splashed him with a puddle. This splashed dirty mud on his very wet sweater. He hopped on and pedaled. He couldn't get any wetter. Just as the weather was overcome by his soul, a jerk in a diesel decided to roll coal. He emerged from the black cloud, gasping for his breath, when a texting driver gave him a brush with death. As the frigid March wind clawed away at his face, Russ was grateful for his beard and picked up the pace. Inside, he began to remove his road armor. Oops, I'm late, he grinned, like a drenched dryland farmer. His brown bag was dripping too as he took his seat. His eyebrows and beard were crystals of frozen sleet. Russ, you rode your bike again. It's like 12 degrees. Oh, don't worry. Cyclist's blood will never freeze. And that is a true story. Inspired by all of our good friend, Russ Lawrence. And he came to the Tuesday at 12 meeting, which we should have them on the show for Tuesday at 12, the music series. We should definitely get him on the show. But he came to our meeting and just drenched and frozen. And it's like he's just dedicated to riding that bike. So that one's for you, Russ.
Yeah. Did he really get coal rolled on him? And
well, I mean, maybe there was some artistic, what is the word where you artistic liberty or something like that. Like I had to get a little bit creative. I'm sure stuff like that happened along the way. All
Yeah.
I know is he showed up in a bike and was wet and it
Yeah.
inspired me home.
That's funny. Yeah. Well, I hope.
Well, this was another great show, and we'll see everybody again next Tuesday.
Yes, thank you so much for joining us, and thank you everybody. Even though we had some technical difficulties, I think we pulled it off quite well. And we will see you next week at 9 a.m. Around the Root.
Okay, thank you. Bye, everyone.
Bye.